Hey everybody, there's a show to do. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. I'm Chris Denman in St. Louis. That's B-Phlat, dancing into your hearts, live in Philadelphia. We're here every Tuesday night. It's where we flip shit and make it fly. It's the comedy and DIY podcast your grandparents warned you about. Good to have you back after a week off last week. B's going to be dancing. If you feel like CashApping her today, make it happen. Excited to be here with the Picassos. Lots to get to. It's going to be a tight show. Let us know you're here in your comments. And B is on her month-long birthday celebration, so it should be a good one tonight. Hey, everybody. No Key tonight, but there is B. What's up, B?
Oh. Chris, it's my birthday. It's my birthday.
Today? Oh.
Every day. I'm already half drunk.
What'd you do? What'd you drink?
Ate spiked pineapples, drink wine.
That sounds like a good day.
I'm celebrating every day in April. I got to do the best I can, Chris. You know I've been down. My best friend, I have to do her service tomorrow. This is the second one.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a rough one because I have to speak, facilitate everything, be there at 8:30 in the morning, set up the memory boards, all that good stuff. And so I'm getting prepared for that.
Well,
other than that, I'm in pretty good spirits.
I know you love doing the show, and that's exciting that you get to be here tonight.
Yes, because last Tuesday, I do apologize to all my Picassos fans, everybody that didn't get a chance to see Tighten Up Tuesday last week. It was a rough one. So everybody knows I'm doing all the arrangements and just really helping the family pull it all together. Mm-hmm. And like I said, Chris, I'm so nervous. You would think me being on stage all the time. I'm even nervous when I get on stage, but I have to speak and welcome people and do all of that and not cry. So I'm not wearing mascara. I'm just going to keep my eye makeup to a minimum so I can still look in case people take a picture of me.
I think you'll look great. I think you'll do a wonderful job. There's a reason you're there, and you're a wonderful friend, B.
Thank you. So shout out to all the Picassos that sent me all the great condolences and all the nice, just gestures in terms of saying they're praying for me and they're looking out for me. And a lot of people were telling me to really get some rest and take care of myself. So I appreciate all that. I really do. Because I was like, I'm not getting no rest. I was over there every other day doing stuff, pulling the program together, writing the program. It was a lot. So, but thank you, Chris. And thank you. Shout out to Daphne. Shout out to her for reading through the program and helping me out through all of that. Because everybody was like, if you need anything, let me know. So I was like, yes, I need you to proofread this, punch it up, make it sound good. Because that's what she does. So thank you, Daphne, from the bottom of my heart of helping me through this process and making the writing just really sound nice and remarkable. It's just nice. So thank you, Daphne. Shout out to my soror Lauren, always for my dope music. I love this music. I love to crack a leg, kick a leg.
How's it
going? I got some
CashApp
dances to do for all my early CashAppers. And In Vogue jumped into the game early now. It's funny, Chris, because now I'm getting people that's CashApping me. They trying to beat each other. Shout out to Laura H. and Candace Perry and Miguel by doing it like 2-3 times today. Yeah.
Today? Wow.
Yeah, because they be doing it over the weekend, on Saturdays, on Sundays. Shout out to Verna and Phyllis and all of them. But they be killing me on the day of, because then it's like in the morning, early AMs, like who can get me early in the morning throughout the day, all before the podcast starts. So I like that. I love the Cash App battles continues. We're going to do something special for them for the 100th.
Oh, very nice.
Yes. So how are you, Chris? Let me just ask that before, I'm better. So I just want to see how you're doing. I know you missed me last week and you probably was heartbroken. You couldn't do the show and shit. You felt like, oh, Lord, I don't know what I'm doing. I was going to wear my favorite shirt, pull my hair back, and be in here. So
devastating. One word, devastating.
Okay. Good. You made it through the week.
I tried. Something happened. I don't even remember last week. Something happened and I was excited to chill. I always love doing the show, but it's like, oh, hey, unexpected, go home and do whatever. I think I was here till about the same time, and I got mad at myself. I was like, this is what we do, huh? So,
Well, I just thank everybody for being so patient with me. It's crazy how life takes its toll. I'm
yeah.
quick to jump in, but I get overwhelmed. But I'm one of those stop, drop, and roll. And it's like when somebody really needs me and this is important, I have to put them before me. Everything is not always about me, Chris. Even though you think I'm a narcissist.
I've never used that
Everything's
word.
not always.
I've never used that word. There's
You just say it every day.
no, I've never used that word in particular. I will say I don't think that there's ever a moment that you shy away from, and that's okay.
Well, thank you for putting it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with that being said, I want to, because I was going to show these last week, but I didn't, but I'm going to show them anyway. My 3 photos, because I had such a great time at Sherri's show.
Very cool.
And Rolanda came through. If people know her from back in the day, when she had her own talk show, I used to love the Rolanda Watts show. So she came through, hung out with us, and we had a wonderful show at the winery. You see Sherri being fast, always rocking something tight. That's what I love about her. You got to show it while you still got it.
She's earning it.
Yeah, so the next photo is Yawn. He was like, B, you got to get on the show. You got to be on the show. And it's funny because we were talking about the spring, and I was all like, shit, spring almost over. It's about to be summer. But it's going to happen. When, I don't know. I'm not pressed. All
Look at John.
Yeah, I shut it down. I had a great ass time, and he was so impressed. He was like, girl, you funny as hell. It's like, thank you very much. Next
No
photo
denying
shows
that.
all my homies. The guy in the back, Jordan, he actually hosted the show. He was really funny.
Oh,
He
great.
reminds me of Kyle Grooms. And of course, Chad and my homie Mark came through to be supportive.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah. So it was a great show, and I had a great time. And the New York City winery is super dope.
Yeah, I figured. Sherri's doing another show there, right?
Mm-hmm. On May 4th. And the next photo, shout out to Cicely and everybody else who is supporting Kababi by purchasing his cans. She bought this. Isn't that cute?
Oh, that's awesome.
I like that. I just realized today it says cake. Isn't that nice?
That's great.
Yes. So shout out to Soror Cicely in Arkansas. Cool. I had to say a prayer for everybody down there who went through the tornado last week. I was texting people, Felicia, and in that Pine Bluff area, and had to check on Cicely to see if they were okay. I check on people because I watch the news, Chris. I'm glued to the news, so I just like to make sure people are all right.
Absolutely. I will just say this real quick. That updated flyer is in there.
Good.
Andy, in that. Okay. B. Sorry, please continue.
We got some comments.
There's always comments. Never short on those.
I jumped in the comments, Chris, because they were saying we on Kim Whitley time. And I was all like, oh, not the Kim Whitley schedule. I had to let them know that it was messing up on your end.
Is that how? Maybe you are a narcissist. Now that I think about it, a team player would have said, we had some technical difficulties.
Oh, Chris!
But instead, you attack Andy. You attack Andy directly.
No, you was attacking Andy, making him.
I was polite. I was polite and calm.
You were, and I was just sitting here waiting on y'all, as I always do.
As you always do. Let me tell you something. I thought
I was sitting here sipping my wine, waiting on you and Andrew to get your reverb together.
Pack 93 says, I have a question for B. Who made the chicken? Who made the chicken and potato salad?
What chicken and potato salad?
P.S. Every Southerners know this.
Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Not at the Jehovah Witness ceremony thing. Wasn't none of that. And I don't know.
I have no idea.
Maybe they're talking about at the service that we're going to have tomorrow.
No clue.
I don't know. But all I know is I won't be eating. I never eat at those kind of things. So they never have anything I want. So.
Quincy's running around and listening. MM is in the house. Stacy says, I love B that you still continue to stay in good spirits despite the storm that sometimes comes our ways.
Yes.
M. Gabrielle.
I'm in better spirits, believe me. It's been a lot. And every time I was working on the memory boards and putting all the 147 pictures together, for the memory board.
Mm-hmm.
And they're in the program. It's like a bifold. Remember, with the staple in the middle. It's more than one page. I just kept tearing up. I was like, oh, this is my girl. She's right up here on the wall. I was like, that is my girl. So
that's tough.
Yeah, it is tough. And I mean, this is like my third friend with cancer.
Mm. And
my other one has to get a bone marrow transplant. I need to go visit her because she's back in the hospital. It's a lot, Chris. It's rough. It's taking its toll on me. It's really making me, really think about my mortality. But I have to say, God, he got a plan for everybody. And if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I can't worry about it. Let's get my life insurance together.
You know what?
And I'm getting a low policy. I tell all women, don't be getting no 100,000. That'd be the main motive. Somebody trying to kill you. If you get you like a $5,000 policy, enough to get cremated and pay a couple bills, they be like, oh, that ain't worth killing her.
B's always thinking 3 steps ahead. So if you're thinking about it.
Have you a whole bunch of them. Have you a whole bunch of little policies.
All right. Miguel's in the house. Hello to Miguel. Tanya's in the house. Yes. Laura Hurst is in the house. Candy's in the house. Heaven Sense in the house. Charnice is in the house. Joy's in the house. Claron is in the house. Let's rock it out. Where are we at?
Showing your haircut. Shout out to Cicely. She sent these in. She's like,
I'm sorry?
These are 3 cuts I think Chris should get. So we might have to vote on these and do a poll.
What is this?
I like that.
What is this? Is this a new segment?
Yes, Chris, because everybody wants you to get a haircut. These is only 3 pictures. I done got like 10. And I'm like, why everybody sending them to me? They need to send them to Chris because they know I'm going to put them on the show.
The problem is you're sending in photos and the people's faces that look correct. Like, I got to lose some more weight. Before
Chris, no, you don't. Look, you gonna work on it. You already lost 20. You working on it, Chris. But look at yourself. See that right there with the little beard, got the little George Michael going on. That's a nice cut. On the top, like a semi mohawk. I like that.
Fab 540 says this is called Cuts for Chris Deasy.
Yes, it is Cuts for Chris. Next photo. And see, since you already rocking the bang in the front, you need a little gel. Since you keep swooping it to the back, if you want to keep that look, that's funky too. You got to give Cicely credit for picking these out. Of all the photos that I got, I was like, wow, these I think Chris would like. So,
oh my gosh,
this is my favorite. Considering you like to throw it back.
You think I throw it back?
Yeah, because it's always in your face. So if you throw a little gel on it and you run your fingers through it and you get it cut on the side, that'll be nice on you, Chris. And look, low cut beard. That's you. That's you, Chris. When you lose like 24 pounds.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when I'm back to fight weight and I'm shaving it all off? No beard. I'll look 24.
As long as you don't let these 2 NAACP Image Awards go to your head, Chris.
What if I start shaving a thin beard, talking with a little bit of an accent?
I don't know. We gonna work on one thing at a time, Chris. First,
what if I do a thin beard? A thin beard. Oh, those are the worst people on the planet.
I told you you're gonna be looking like the dude Korn in that group, that satanic group Korn.
Does not look like Korn. It's like me saying,
if you do the thin beard,
no, you're picturing the wrong kind of. You're picturing the wrong kind of guy. I'm picturing. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind. Let's move on, Chris, because we was trying to keep it a tight show, but since we started late.
Yeah, you've been rambling a little bit, so,
Have I? I think I texted you earlier and said, this will be a tight show if you let me run it. I ain't getting no reply.
You hear that sound? That's 4 that's 4 complaints coming in. Chris is talking too much.
See, I'm reading the comments. I see Heaven Sent. I see HR. That's a little too metro for D-Zoo. She spelled your name wrong. She put Z-U. It's D-Z-I-E. People don't know, not with a Y. D-Z with an I-E. I'm looking at the comments. See, and now I'm trying to get up to par, Chris. I see Dr. Kim is in the comment. Missy Shoe is in the... I like the Farrah flip. Oh, Chris, somebody like your Farrah flip. I'm moving on. Next, can you show my committee photo? I apologize to all my committee members for canceling the meeting last Wednesday with no notice. I was actually working on memory boards. But I did send the Zoom link out today for next Wednesday. Hopefully everybody can clear their schedule if they have one and join us. We'll actually have 2 meetings back to back because it'll be 2 weeks later in May that we'll be having another meeting. But we'll be having a lot to talk about, and you will be getting it in an email. So if you're still interested in volunteering and being on this committee, believe me, they are doing a lot of work. I have a lot of stuff to tell them so that we can bring it all to fruition. It's next Wednesday at 8 p.m. EST, 7 p.m. Central Time. And with that being said, Chris, you can go ahead and throw your flyer up.
Oh, yeah. You want to check this out?
Maybe this will get people interested in coming.
So this is...
Wait a minute, Chris. Out of all of those people, Chris, you have to make sure you shout out the ones that I said. Oh, Chris, make sure you say that because you know I'm going to jump right in.
Okay.
You ain't got to read everybody.
So let me know in the live chat. So this is the lineup. It was released today for the music festival that we're all a part of here at Midcoast Media. Really excited about this. My phone's been blowing up all day. If you don't follow me on Instagram, then you haven't seen it yet. So this is news to you. So just some real quick headliners. Drop who you think, if you can see it in the comments. I know it's a little small.
It's funny because I'm in the live chat and I can see it better on my iPad and read it without my glasses on than I can see it on my screen. It's all jumbled. You want me to read it? The people I know.
Well, I was going to say, how about we have people in the comments drop who they think B's favorite artists are going to be, and then I'll just start reading off some people. So let us know who you think B's excited about. Headliners: Smino, Masego. You say it Masego, right?
Yes, and I just played his song on my reel on Instagram.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Masego.
I told you my little. I don't even know what to call him. I'm going to call him I call him my nephew. He's in the family. He's my cousin's son, but he's really young. He's my nephew. He's a photographer for that and plays in his band.
Oh, that's incredible.
Shout out to Kimani Dunn.
Website is in the live chat
there you
too.
Go. I can read it now.
So here's your headliners on the big stage. We have
get up on the dance for who I like.
Smino, Masego, Snarky Puppy, Cameo. Oh boy, Herbie Hancock, Thundercat,
you
the Fearless
jumped over
Flyers.
Angela Winbush. How you gonna jump over Angela Winbush? You wrong for that.
Angela Winbush is on the big top stage, which isn't the main stage, which I preempted saying here's the bands on the big stage. So I'll do Saturday. Smino, Masego, Snarky Puppy, Cameo, Angela Winbush, Arrested Development, Raven Lene.
Arrested Development.
If you look in, there's a little gem that B was excited about too. Like third or fourth line down, Keon Harold. That's he's a very talented musician from here, internationally known though, and he's bringing Pharoah Monk.
And I love Pharoah Monk.
Pharoah Monk, yeah, that's right. That's exciting. Day 2, Sunday, Herbie Hancock. That's a big deal. Thundercat.
Yeah.
Exciting about Thundercat. Fearless Flyers, Taj Mahal, Tank and the Bangas. Tank and the Bangas, you may not know them, but they have the song that's getting played all over. I don't use TikTok, but it's all over Instagram, so I assume it's on TikTok. You know the clip where the girl sings, "He's in my DMs because I'm pretty," or something along those lines? That's Tank and the Bangas. I think everybody kind of knows that one. Grandmaster Flash headlining the DJ stage. That's big.
What we want to see, Chris.
Teskey Brothers.
Grandmaster Flash. Yes.
Not
People
bad.
in the comments saying all of that's hurting their eyes. They can't even see all that down at the bottom.
Well, the website is musicattheintersection.org if you don't. So I see it on my laptop. I do understand if you can't see it that well, but
make a long story short, I think this will entice people more now that they know
that's a big deal.
Coming. Yeah, and it's just it's like a hodgepodge of all different kind of eclectic bands and local bands, singers, jazz artists, blues, just a little bit of everybody. But like I said, you heard Chris Reed, who's on the main stage, and on just different stages, and we have access to that. So hopefully this will entice people to come, come to St. Louis, be a part of the Picasso Festival. And after our meeting, hopefully we will have everything up in terms of the registration form. If I can get all that linked up with Chris and the things that we're trying to do by the first week in May or whenever we can start it. But we need to get started early because I have a lot of good information to release. I've had a good chat with the marketing director at the Marriott in terms of locking us some rooms. I told him 20 to 25 right now. And we're trying to work out a good rate for the hospitality suite. So I'm really trying to tie in the budget and just different things. So Chris, you got the long email. We'll discuss it. And then I'll bring all that stuff plus my information to the email for the Picassos. And then we'll meet and then we'll keep it pushing.
Yeah, so. Absolutely. It's going to be a great time. And then vendors and food trucks and it's a whole deal. So excited to see some of you folks come in.
Well, before I jump into my flash rags, I got to do my CashApp dance.
Why don't you start dancing, B? Why not?
Well, I am, Chris, because I'm doing it for Miguel and Laura and Phyllis. I got to do the cat scat and Enzo, a.k.a. Levette, and Verna, and all the people, and Candace Perry, all the people who Cash App me starting tomorrow. All week long.
So nice.
So I always have to give a nice dance for them because they always want me to. I feel like I'm leaving out somebody.
Oh, probably.
Because I have to go all the way back to like last Saturday, that kind of thing. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
Your girl Daphne is excited about about Music at the Intersection. Want to see Cameo, Arrested Development, Angela Winbush.
See, that's what I'm talking about. When you start telling people who coming, Chris, on the black side of town, in the back of town, everybody is interested. They be like, "Oh, we trying to see Cameo. We trying to see Arrested Development." People trying to see, we're in that age group, Chris. We like the old school stuff.
There's a great mix, and for celebrating 50 years of hip hop, it's all represented.
Oh, that's what we celebrating?
I mean, that's part of it.
Stage I'm gonna be on, Chris? Which one?
What's that?
Oh, which
I don't know.
Stage I'm gonna be on? I'm gonna be on the stage of Messiah. So, and what I'm gonna do is hit him up and let him know I want to play his song with him.
Oh, I'm sure they won't mind. Just come play on stage.
It's his. When he do his thing, I'ma ask. You never know.
No, you said tell.
Sure. It don't hurt to ask.
Closed mouths don't get fed.
That's right. Oh, don't let me do the Napoleon Dynamite on you.
How's that go? That's Napoleon.
Oh.
You got a Napoleon Dynamite impression?
Running through here, walk through here. I can't do it with these headphones on because you got me restricted. Don't let me say white snake mama.
Tina, you fat lord.
White snake mama.
Oh my gosh, everybody's excited. Pack 93's dancing, Fab 540's dancing. Everybody's having a good time.
Well, you know what I'm looking forward to?
The bottom of that glass.
And showing the flash rags. So I'll be glad when I know John's sending me a prototype of the new flash rags that are coming. It's a new color. I'm not even announcing it yet, even though I did tell a couple people already. But I personally am apologizing for the flash rags that went out that are, the itchy, scratchy ones. I got a couple.
Didn't you already apologize like 4 times for these?
Yeah, but I'm letting people, because John told me to let people know. See, that's what happened when you all up in my business. That he's sending me the prototype. We have a new color and new flash rags that are coming out. And he has been reimbursing people that got the itchy, scratchy ones. So let me go ahead and show.
Collector's item, though, if you really think about it.
Tanya Gibson, she got the first pack. See the original one? And then she got those. She's like, I think I got the ones that have they have like that edge around them that is kind of itchy, scratchy. So I told her when the new ones come out, I'm going to send her a new pack. And she can use those to clean the house. Because that's what I use mine for. Yeah, they're more like a dish rag feel. But it's okay because John didn't know the manufacturer changed up on us. So thank God we caught it and we're working that out. So I'm telling people, don't order no more flash rags. And if you did, they're going to be on back order if you do until you see me with the prototype. And hopefully next Tuesday, I'll be able to show the prototype. If I get it before then, I'll post it and be like, yo, this is the new flash rag. They the bomb. John is sending them out. Get yours.
Beautiful.
Next photo. You know, Mark is always representing. So when Lunell was on Sherri, you know, she was in the whoopee room. So, you know, he had to represent with the flash rag. And I'm so glad he did this. It's a great post for Instagram and Facebook. Next. See that? That's the whoopee room. You know, she has like, I don't know. Well, you haven't been in there, Chris, but I think it's like maybe 5 to 7 themed different dressing rooms from all of her favorite comedians.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, and that's the whoopee room. You see how it has the habit in it? Is that what it's called? Habit?
Yes, the habit.
Yeah, the habit that the nun wears.
Yeah.
So shout out to Mark,
I call it
rag ambassador. Yes.
Also known as a nun cap.
Making it happen. Yeah, don't want none, ain't never getting none, ain't seen none. That's what it stands for.
Okay.
Next. And of course, Cicely, shout out to my soror, finally hit me up. It's like, I finally got my smoker's shirt. So I'm glad that people are representing and still getting the shirts, the Picasso shirts. And hopefully when we really release our registration form, I'll be able to say to everybody, yo, make sure you go back. If you didn't get the other Picasso shirts, they are all available. So that's what John and I are working on now. Bringing back all the prints of the shirts. When did the flash rags quality change?
I'm
going to say about maybe 6 weeks ago that I know of. And then when I came into the office and saw that, that's when we had the whole discussion about
that would make sense. Well, Donna, I don't think it was like this before, so I don't know. But Donna, you can email B. Donna says, I gave them to somebody for Christmas, and I was embarrassed by the quality.
Yeah, so please let them know. Whoever that was, please email me at frugalflip@gmail.com so that we can send you the better quality. Because believe me, I'm embarrassed by them. I told you, Chris, I got scratched up on my cheek. I told you I had a little cut. Wipe it in the middle of the night because those corners are rough. And they're really like a microfiber for like a car or like really clean it out. They're really not soft.
I think you spent.
Absorb it.
I get it.
Enough of the flash rag. Mm-hmm. But you know what I'm saying. Well, you brought it back up since you read the comment from Donna.
I was just trying to connect you with a loyal Picasso. That's all.
Please, Donna, hit me up at thefrugalflip@gmail.com so that we can rectify that situation, love. I appreciate it.
There it is.
Thank you. All right, let me do my DYK. Really quick, shout out to Candace Perry who sent this in. And I just thought it was really nice how she and her daughter have green books. So this goes out to Victor Hugo Green, who was actually named after the French author. He invented the green books, the travel guide for Black African Americans back in the day. So let me just go ahead and read a quick note about Mr. Green. He was a postal employee and a travel writer from Harlem, New York, best known for developing and writing what became known as the Green Book, a travel guide for African Americans in the United States. The books were published from 1936 to 1966. Green reviewed hotels and restaurants that did business with African Americans during the time of Jim Crow laws and racial segregation in the United States. He printed 15,000 copies each year. So shout out to Victor H. Green. And when Candace sent me this, I was like, where did you get that? So she ordered them on Amazon. I just think I'm glad that they still have this piece of history and that DeSantis is not trying to shut this down and get these blocked on Amazon. So if you want to get you a green book, go on Amazon and get it. It will be a nice piece of history to have in your collection. She got one for herself and one for her daughter. So I actually ordered me one because I just think it would be interesting to look back at history and see all the places that were listed in terms of where we could travel and where we felt safe.
Agree. So, very nice.
Thank you.
Always do it right.
All right. Well, I didn't get an opportunity to work on any Frugal Flip designs for Daphne. I actually been communicating with her in terms of measurements and with Kim in terms of getting things started on hers. Because, I was working on memory boards and things for Movita. But I did get a chance to work on something. I had no choice but to do her stuff. So I'm going to back it up and just jump into the DIY because I've been meaning to show this.
Great.
And in case anybody ever wants to do this project, it's a great project for sprucing up your faux plants that come in like the little fake plaster little containers. So I'm going to show this really quick and keep it pushing because I've been meaning to show it. So I love these because I get them cheap at like Ross or Marshalls. And like I said, I like to paint them and do different things with them. So one of the things, because I like that rough texture, I decided to use some plaster Paris, which I have a lot of, which I use to fix holes and stuff around the wall. You can do a lot with a box of plaster Paris. If anybody doesn't know what it is, I'll show it in the next photo. So what I did was the next photo shows how I poured some on a paper plate and just took some acrylic paint, some water, and just kind of mixed in some color. It's just a box of chalk. That's basically what it looks like. But when it hardens, it's you can sand it down. Like I said, it's great for fixing holes, making casts. That's what they make a cast out of for your arm, out of plaster Paris.
Oh yeah.
So the next photo shows how I just took what I mixed up and just started painting it all on the bottom and the top of these two faux plants. And as you can see, I taped it off, and I was pretty careful about where to get where I got the paint on it. And the next photo shows this one. When I peeled off the paint, you can see it's missing some spots, but as I'm going to show, I'm going to do the bottom of this. So you have to be very careful with painter's tape on these type of, I just noticed that on these type of plants, if they always have a rough texture, it may peel some of the paint off. So the next photo shows how I painted the bottom a different shade of the yellow and just gave it a thicker texture. And I think the last photo shows them both finished. Yeah. So I don't know if it's a good photo, if you can actually see the texture. And
yeah.
It's funny. I'm looking at it on my iPad and looking at how it's delayed. How I'm looking, but anyway, yeah. So that's what I do with the faux plants, to give them a little texture and try to, make them look a little better. So of course, these are in the yoga room because that's what I did them for.
Beautiful.
So that was that on that DIY. And I just wanted to show the two memorial boards that I'm working on for Movita. Well, I'm done, but I'm taking these up to the church in the morning. And I used a lot of the leftover things that I had from Barbados. So you see, I put some 3D butterflies on them. And I actually painted those calla lilies. They were white, and I had them left over. And the eucalyptus, I was like, I'm going to paint them pink.
Oh, that's
and just
nice.
work with the letters and the stuff that I had. I actually printed the photos on sticky paper and just kind of popped it up with some flowers and stuff because the colors are, everybody's wearing pink tomorrow. So that's her memory board you'll see when you walk in and sign in on the booklet. And then this is the memory board.
Wow.
That people are going to sign. Buddha wants to keep this. That's her son, and get it framed. So it just has a lot of memories on it. So all I did was print all the photos onto whole sheets of sticky paper, like a sticky label.
Yeah.
And then print them. And only a few of them I had to cut to fit the spaces. But for the most sheet, I just peeled it off and put the whole sheet right on it. And lined it with pink ribbon. So that's for tomorrow.
Very nice. That's very thoughtful, and it looks like you did a great job.
Thank you, Kurt. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it.
Oh, it's so much. Yeah. It's tough too,
Yeah.
But it's like we talked about. If you didn't do it, like sometimes you just have to do it because no one else.
Yeah,
I don't mean to cut anybody down. Yeah, you're strong enough to push through and do those things and do them well.
Well, as you can see, Janet is not on, and actually, I just spoke with her today. She's coming on the 25th, no doubt.
Janet Dollar?
I'm like, Janet, are you coming on the 18th? She's like, no, on the 25th. I have a feature coming on the 18th, which I'll show. But I have one more quick thing to show in terms of the organization section of the DIY section. I'm going to flip through it quickly, but Sharitha sent this in. She was inspired by my organization when I did the cabinets and the different layers of how to just make your own shelves to organize things within your cabinets. So this is Sharitha Jones. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska. This is her
Omaha.
before. Yes. And this is her after. And it looks amazing.
Wow, look at that, Sharitha.
Isn't
With
that a nice
with teenagers
spruce
in the house too.
Yes, and it looks amazing. She really spruced it up, got the different levels. You can see everything. Things are labeled. And it just feels, she even said it just feels better when you can just reach in and grab. She's like, I had like 9 paprikas and just a whole bunch of old stuff. Because people don't really go through and clean out their spices. And
Well,
they
you
do
forget,
expire.
and if you're making a certain thing and it's like it's just not gonna taste right without cumin or Italians or whatever, you have
If
to
it's
grab it and you end up
old,
getting 6 of them.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I inspired her to do this. I'm glad that she bought those and got it organized. But, we made the little tiered shelves ourselves. But I'm glad that she did that. And she also did her, what we call a junk drawer. The next photo, she said once she cleaned it out and like recycled a lot of stuff and just got rid of things that she didn't even know was in there. And that's normally what happens with a junk drawer. It's our catch-all. We just throw stuff in there and then we don't even know what's in it or are we ever going to use it. So after she did that, she kind of just scaled it down and it's almost empty. Now I just think it's for her glue gun projects. If you ask me, that's what it looks like.
She's a real, she's got those glue gun men. Yeah.
That's right in the kitchen. You see what she got her glue sticks? She's like, I am not worried about all of the other shit. I got my stuff for my glue gun project. So, but I like how she organized that and she used recycled boxes.
Great job.
Things around the house, yeah.
Look at Sharitha continuing the Tighten Up Tuesday ways.
Yes, that's what I like. I like when I inspire people to do other things and they don't necessarily have to consult with me. They just like, like Taina, she organized all her stuff aside from getting her space flip. She's like, you know what? I'm going to keep doing it. So once someone comes in and show you how to do it, that's why I inspire people to work with the flip instead of coming home being surprised. When you are a part of it and you see how things are done and you be like, oh, damn, I can do that myself. Mm-hmm. Then you start doing things yourself because you're like, oh, this is free. I have that. I don't have to throw it away and shit. I want to make a pillowcase or whatever.
You should. So, I cringe every time I throw anything not disgusting away because I look at it and I'm like, B could do something with this.
Do something with that. Exactly. Mm-hmm. So thank you. So I'm glad I got that little portion of the organizational section out of the way, and I'm definitely trying to throw that in every now and then when, try to show things that need to be organized in the house. I'm going to show Lavette Bostic. Shout out to Picasso Lavette in Atlanta in the house. Everyone has always been asking about her Airbnb. So I want to show it. And I actually have some before and after pictures. And I'm just throwing that in there because she did an amazing job. And even though she kept saying, I'm an introvert, I'm not creative. A lot of people are creative in their mind. You don't necessarily have to be creative and do the things that I do. In terms of building shit and putting it together. But you still have to have an eye when you're pulling your house together, when you're decorating and doing things like that. So I gave her credit because she has a good eye for decor. And I like how she did the damn thing. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to show this Airbnb that everybody wants to rent. It's in Albany, Georgia. It's $99 a night, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths. It sleeps 5 people. This is the outside. It's 3 properties on this space. And there's a whole cattle ranch next to her. And you can see all the cows. If you want to look out and see all the cows in the morning. But it's in a prime spot. And she told me like Albany seems to have like more than 100 Airbnbs. It seems to be a prime spot for vacationing. So she got in on it. So the next photo shows what it looks like on the inside. This is after she got a remodel. So this is the living room. I like how she used the little can, the little laundry thing, threw a lid on top, and look at that. End table. Next photo. This is the kitchen. This is a nice space in this. I love the country theme. It's very nice. It seems very peaceful and tranquil. Next photo is another angle of the kitchen. They did a really good job on the remodel of this. Next photo, I think shows the cubby hole area where the kitchen eatery is, and it's a two-part there's like a little seating area in there also. The next photo shows that. This is all within the little dining section. That's cute. Ain't that cute, Chris?
Looks
I
great.
love her.
Like the yellow. Yeah.
I like the yellow. I like the pop of red, which ties it all in with the red carpet in the living room. I love the what is it called? I'm tired, shit. I've been
Which
working
part?
out.
The
In the back.
the partition.
The partition. Thank you, Chris.
I guess that's what you call it. That's what I'd call it.
Yeah, I love the settee. I love the colors. I don't know if that's lime green or yellow, but
For what?
whatever. Yeah, it looks so nice. I love the old with the new.
Yeah, and
I
you
love
got
the pop color on the bookshelves. Yes. So she has a really nice eye for color and like where to place things. Keep it simple and nice and homey where it doesn't feel like somebody lives there, but somebody can live there. And that's how an Airbnb is supposed to look. Next photo.
How's your badminton game, B?
I don't play badminton.
She had badminton in there for him.
Oh, I don't play it. This is one of the two bedrooms.
Comfortable.
Next photo is the other bedroom. Isn't that cute?
Very nice. Relaxing.
Yeah, tranquil, very relaxing. Perfect getaway. And then I think we have a photo of the closet next. Or this is the bathroom. It's two bathrooms. This is just one of the bathrooms. I didn't show both. They're both nice. Nice vanities in both. It's a very cute space. And the next photo, big closet, that's right off the master bedroom. And it also has a really nice, look at that. Laundry room, you can't beat that. For $99 a night, this is a big house to rent.
That's nice. That's $100 a night.
$100 a night. It's right on the website.
You'd lose your deposit. You'd smoke in the house.
No, I wouldn't. I can go right on the patio. It's called Bosbyrd, Bosbyrd Farm. This is the patio. Now, this is what I wanted to show, the before and after, because she had like a hole in the floor. Similar to like when I was in Clarksville and we had to get the floor fixed and do all of that crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what it looks like now. This is a nice property. So in that hole is an air mattress.
Nice. You know the best part about this?
I'm just kidding. I said in the hole is an air mattress. I'm just playing.
That's good.
No, but it's nice. Isn't that nice how she has that?
Mm-hmm.
This is a nice property. So she hit me up with this is the barn that's on there, which I thought would be a nice welcome area. Because I figured like there are two places that she could rent out a tiny house, the actual farmhouse, and if she's working on this barn, but that's definitely not a frugal flip project. That's a remodel. But I told her it would be great as like a welcome center. When people drive up, they could have like, breakfast and different things in there, or snacks, waters, game room, recreation, different things like that.
Absolutely.
So she's working on it. And this is the tiny house. And I was like, this tiny house got more windows than house. But I like it. And I see now that it's on the bricks.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the front view. I haven't shown any of the inside, but it's definitely a remodel. I don't think it's anything that I can take on. I already have a week project coming up in August. And this is the side of it. But I think it's cute. And I'm definitely giving her some tips and ideas on how to spruce it up, what to do with it. And I may even go in and decorate it. But it's definitely a remodel and not a flip. And she knows that. But I definitely wanted to show because she's very interested in, expanding this property and making more like a little compound where you can come there. It may even be rooms in the barn house that could be for rent as part of the Airbnb experience. So she's trying to make it like a really nice experience when you come there. And I love it. So shout out to that. And if you want to check out her and rent her Airbnb. Again, it's Boss Bird, BOSBYRD Farms on Airbnb. It's really nice. So, I just want to show a quick photo or two of my feature for next week.
Oh, that's exciting. Feature with a PH.
We have a hat artist, and she creates really nice hats. I just love how she designs different things. So this is one I'm featuring her next week. Her name is Allison Henderson. She's in Washington, D.C. And I was like, definitely, I got you. Because next photo, I was like, these are some nice designs. She has an eye. And you just never know. And I want a hat. Actually, I gave her two of mine to hook up. I was like, you got to hook me up with a hat. So, with your design. Yeah, your signature look.
Very nice.
So, she's our feature for next week. So, hopefully, everybody will tune in and check out Allison and order a fly hat.
Please do. You know, you always bring very talented people to the table.
See, I gave her two straw hats because I'm rocking mine during the Picasso Festival.
Look at you.
You know I'll be ready, Chris. So before I go in and do my Cash App for Laura H., Tina Gibson, and Mark, and Kathy, and Miguel, and his son and grandchild. Oh, definitely for the vet. Oh, I am going to, do you want the irks and works first, or you want me to do the dances? Because you know I got to do the cat scat.
Get after the dances. Let's see it. Let's go full screen.
Okay. We right. Look at that, Chris. It's almost 10 o'clock, and we right on time.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Oh, you know, I got to take these off. Oh. This is what my girl Phyllis. He said, hit him with the get your ass, get your ass off my foot.
Tell him to get out of there, B.
What a hot water. Get your ass. Not the hot water. Oh. Happy birthday.
Just proud of you, B.
Hit him with the little Miss Sunshine. Chris, have you ever seen that movie Little Miss Sunshine?
It's been a while, but yes, I have. I know where you're going with this, though.
Yeah, when her granddaddy taught her that nasty dance at the end.
That's right. Alan Alda.
Okay, I got a great irks and works for you today, Chris.
Love it. What do you got?
I can't tell you how I went over to the post office 4 days in a row trying to straighten out my P.O. box. So I go over there, and it's a blue thing, and I open up the mailbox. It's this blue plastic shit in there. I go up to one of the girls. I'm like, oh, your mailbox is closed, and you need to pay. I said, wait a minute. If my mailbox is closed, how is it that my damn keys still work? She talking about, your mailbox got closed in January. I said, you a damn lie. I said, I didn't pick something up from here 3 weeks ago. I said, and my mailbox ain't closed because I just opened it up to get this piece of blue thing out of here. Then she gonna say they were audited in January, and they didn't send out no notices, nothing, Chris. I said, if y'all closed the post office box in January, why I ain't getting no notice? I said, every time I get a notice, I come and pay. Because we don't have enough people here working. And even though your mailbox is closed, it's not out of the system. So then the lady Miss Furby, she came, gave me her number. She called me last night, got the number. She said, I forgot to get the number off of your key. Because I gave her my number. I was over there for a long time. I said, I ain't got to be over here all day. She was like, let me call you. So when she called last night at 6:30, after my flash crash, she wanted the number. So I gave her the number. When I went back in there today, they opened up at 9:15. I was on Facebook talking about this don't make no damn sense. We've been out here since 9 o'clock waiting for the post office to open. Then she talking about, can you come back at 12? All I wanted was them to give me the same P.O. box. So this is what happened. As she was, when I'm filling out the form again, she's like, you can still keep the same box number and all that. I'm reading the form. I said, well, now, can I do the automatic renewal? That was my work, right?
Yeah.
I said, let me do the automatic renewal. Ain't no form, ain't shit on there to tell you like what to pay it with. It just say your address, phone number. I said, well, how do I pay for the automatic renewal? She talking about, hold on, let me go check. When she went to go check, had me waiting about 10 minutes, right? When she came back, they gave away my number. So then she went in the system. I was in there an hour, Chris. I was so motherfucking mad. I was like, what the? She's like, wait a minute. I think I can get it back. I said, how? She's like, let me see, because I had it in the system first. And while you had me go check on the renewal, auto renewal, they took it and gave it to. They worked it out. Thank the Lord. I have the same P.O. box number. It took a minute, but they went up $7 more. So now the shit is $97 every 6 months with a little box. But I signed up for automatic renewal because she said they're not sending out notices no more. Yeah. So how you supposed to keep track? She gonna give me the little funky ass receipt and gonna circle the date on there, talk about put this on your calendar as a reminder. It's on the tracking.
Thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, thanks, ma'am. I'm used to everybody else, and it was 4 other people in there getting that same P.O. box issue worked out. But how you gonna say it's been closed since January, and y'all still keep putting shit in my mailbox up until 3 weeks ago?
I don't know. That's how it works.
That's my irks and works. The works is just do auto renewal.
There it is.
So I had to get that out, Chris, because they made me mad. I'm sick.
Another journey to the post office from B-Phlat.
Yes, across the street. Another journey across the street. You ready for your Ask Chris Deasy?
Oh, it's an exciting part of the show that everybody tunes in for. What do you got, B?
Well, it came in from Picasso, B Square.
Love it.
Oh. Let me make sure. Oh, Chris, I see you popping. Are you about to get up and do a little something?
Oh, wow.
It's your song. Oh, Chris, what you doing?
You can't see below the camera line. It's just a fury of activity.
Oh, I forgot you dancing under the desk.
That's right.
You go hear your feet, Chris. You go be like.
No, what is this? Is that Chris? That's Chris Deasy.
That's dancing under the desk.
Got it. Dancing Deasy.
All right, Chris. Your question is: do you like fish and grits as a meal together?
I don't know that I've ever combined the two. I'm sure it's fine. Sure it's good. They're both good separately. Depends on what kind of fish.
That means you never had fish and grits.
Fish and grits? No, I haven't.
What about shrimp and grits?
Yeah, that's delightful.
And you don't put no sugar on it, right?
No, spicy.
Okay. You know what? I don't eat fish and grits, but I've
Really?
had shrimp and grits. Nah. Because I got to put sugar and butter on my grits.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure they're good with sugar and butter if you do it that way, but I do spicy over.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that came in from B Square. She just wanted to know if you was a fish and grits type of dude. You never know. She might send you some in the mail.
Don't. No fish and grits in the mail. Fab540 says those things are thumping. Joy Harrison says straight Southern comfort. Yeah, Missy Shoes agreeing. Shrimp and grits. So, yeah. Ask Chris Deasy. Another good one.
CB said it's always something with the post office.
It always
you
is.
ain't know I was reading comments, did you? Did you, Chris?
That's trouble. That is trouble.
Oh, it is trouble. It is trouble. I ain't doing your job. Oh, Heaven said
you can read them all day long.
Exhale, B. She said exhale. She's right. I do, because I have to get up super early in the morning, make sure I got my pink on. I'm wearing a cute jumpsuit tomorrow. You know, I don't want to be killing them at the funeral.
Listen.
Oh, wait a minute. Let me go and get my jumpsuit and let everybody see my jumpsuit.
Oh, my gosh. Ms. Michelle's in the house. Angela's in the house. Everybody's saying, oh, look at you, B. Styling
Ain't
and
that
profile, and I'm sure your friend would be very proud of you.
Cute? Ain't that cute? Can you see it?
We can all see it.
Yes. I'm wearing my
work, babe.
pink jumpsuit. I was saving it. Oh, let me hang it over here. Oh, now I feel like Kim Whitley moving all around the screen.
You got a long way to go in the ADD department.
You know, Kim be moving around, leaving the screen. I'm leaving the screen.
She's got her own style.
And Dennis is wearing a nice black suit with a pink pocket squares, pink socks, and some cute sneakers.
You guys look great.
Yeah, I figure I have to look decent since I'm going to be standing up there and everybody's going to be seeing me and I'll be reading stuff. And
yeah. Well, that's a big part of the celebration. You're going to do a great job.
Yes, it's going to be a nice life celebration. That's how I'm looking at it, because she had a remarkable, wonderful life and made me such a better woman. I've learned a lot of things from her. She was a little older than me.
Yeah.
So she gave me the ropes in terms of like just life and men and being single and at work, and don't be messing with people at work, and keep your job separate from. Mo, I love Mo to death. Believe me. I got one flyer to show. I have to.
Please.
I'm glad I got it, and then we about to wrap up, Chris.
Tight show.
We did all of that I showed in the time that it took for us to get started.
All right.
I'm all that and a bucket of chicken.
Check it out. B-Flat's live. Nate Jackson's Super Funny Comedy Club in Tacoma, Washington. Your girl Kim Whitley was just there. 5 shows, April 21st through the 23rd. That is not normal. So if you're in the area within a 4-hour driving range, go see B one of those nights. 5 shows is not something B jumps into.
I know, Chris, and it's going to be that's why I'm really going to be resting up. It's rare that I do this, but I love Nate, and I rarely get to Seattle. And last time I was there, I got so much love from all my Filipino fans, all my sisters and black girls run. It was like packed to death, sold out. And I was like, oh, I don't even have a voice. And people still came out. By the 4th show, I sound like Froggy from the Little Rascals. I was like, I don't have a voice, but I'm going to really work to preserve my voice, do some tight 35, 40 minutes each show, and just,
rock it out.
I'm going to rock out, but I know how to be strategic and still give everybody my all, but not do everything.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, check her out.
I'm looking forward
Tacoma.
to that.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Tacoma, Seattle. I'm back. I'm back, baby.
Don't forget it. B, people should follow you on Instagram at Flat Out Funny if they haven't yet.
Yeah,
tell your friends about the show.
At Frugal Flip also, so they can see the remarkable, amazing things that we're doing once I start posting more.
Absolutely. Also, check out SherryShowTV.com for Kim and Sherry's dates. They got a bunch of shows coming up in May. They're trying to sell those out. Good stuff.
Yep. So, Chris, anything else before I go?
Shout out to all the Picassos.
Yeah, shout out to all the Picassos.
A lot of fighting about grits.
I'll be able to celebrate my birthday with them. It's Sunday. So we're going to celebrate next Tuesday. Because it's Sherry's birthday week also. Hers is the 22nd. So.
There's talk of a Two Funny Mamas tomorrow at some time. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe. Who knows?
Oh, well, where I'll be from like 8 in the morning until about 2:30. I'll be at the church.
Yeah. So. Well, B, shout out to you. Thanks for coming on, even though it's tough times for you, and everybody appreciates it. And wonderful show as always.
Thank you, Chris. I appreciate everybody's love. I'm just learning to live with life.
That's right. Part of
life. So we got to keep pushing forward. And I appreciate everybody that gave me all the love and condolences again. Believe me, it's going to be rough tomorrow, but I'll get through it.
Absolutely.
So, like I said, I'm back, baby.
Thanks for tuning in. We're back next week with Tighten Up Tuesday. It's Chris Denman and B-Flat.
Yeah.
See you next week. Thanks, Andy.
Take it off for Mark. It's for Mark. Go, M.
Apparently, Andy wants to dance for you people.
Go, Andy. Make me bump it up. Andy, make me want to bump. Go, Andy. Chris,
he's been waiting for this all show. Great job. He's still back there.
Chris.
He's still back there. He's breaking it down. He's down low. Down to the floor.
I like Andy's style.
Here he comes back.
Andy's daughter keeps
No, I'm
young.
kidding. In the show. in the show. In the show. Oh, man. Andy loves you all.
Good night.